stuff here. Just got in from a run / walk. I feel great. And guys, it looks like I'm going to have to do this format for the rest of the week. So many things going on. All good. All good. All very positive. All money making in the whole 9 years. 9 yards. All great. Guys, get a 1SB. It looks like I have to get these videos up for the rest of the week. And come Monday, it should be fine. But before my wife wakes up. So, no double C's for the rest of the week. My chops feel great. They really do. But it came. Did Dion send this to me? Joe Triscari? I think it was Dion. Doesn't matter. Joe Triscari and Dion are my two main guys to send me clips. And they are just cool. Both of them really, really get what I'm into and what I enjoy and what I can use in the channel and all this. And they're just a very, very big part of the whole True Power thing. Anyway, down below I am going to leave a link to Jim Manley. It's just a little, barely 30 seconds maybe, of him at a clinic. And he talks about air. Now, I have done, I think, 2 videos, full-length videos on Jim in the past. I never met him. And I know very, very little about him. I know he's from St. Louis. I know he's been doing this a long time. I know he has insane chops, high notes and whatnot. And I hesitate, even with great players like this, to do videos on them if I don't really know what makes them tick. Okay? Never met Lynn Nicholson, blah, 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 but he's done so many videos, you know what he's into, and I can comment on that. Now, I have heard him do very, very little articulating tonguing. A lot of slurring around. Okay? But the tone is so centered, so pure, and if you look at this link, he is barely taking a breath. And he credits much of his success to using little air. And through just a short little demonstration, along with an explanation, it just hammers it home. He talks about the less air you use, the closer the notes are together, which is incredible once you get the hang of it. That's an octave rip. And I haven't barely moved the tongue. Barely moved the tongue at all. Barely moved the tongue. I'm going to do a thing on spit buzzing probably tomorrow. Okay? The spit buzzing doesn't wake up my wife. Anyway, so use it as you may, guys. And I'm telling you, all of you, really, 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 and I mean really, experiment in your playing. It's not going to throw you off, trust me, to use as little air as you possibly can. Now, if you listen to me demonstrate and you listen to Jim, that does not mean you play in a whisper like Herbert L. Clark wants us to do. No, you follow Doc's advice and you play nice and full, but you listen to that penetrating sound. Now, I like a little more richness in the sound, but that could be his mouthpiece and his trumpet. Okay? And I did a video months ago about who I would love to see play a 1SB, just to try it out. Somebody like Phil Smith, it might take him a month to go from as great as he is, from the bathtub Bach to this. He could pick this up in 5 seconds. And he'd say, oh, I don't like this, or I do like this. I guarantee you he would love it. I guarantee you he would love it, and I guarantee you he could play 5 minutes and take it on the job that night. Because he's not overblown. He's not overblown at all. He's not working either. In this short little clip, keep an eye on his left hand. He's not working. Like some of these guys on the internet, just killing themselves, ripping that little pinky ring right off the... Oh, please. Strain, strain, strain. He's not straining. He's not straining. So he is not tightening up the corners. He's relaxed. He is not overblowing. And I can almost guarantee that his tongue is in the right place, but I have never been able to get in touch with him. And I have never heard him do any articulation of any consequence. Dion Triscari, if you can find something of him, I mean, even Cat Anderson, Maynard, all these guys, we hear him articulating. There's no question about it. The tongue is there. They sound better than Stagers as far as speed and power. It's not as clean as, Nakarikov for sure, but Jesus, Nakarikov has no compression whatsoever. None. Anyway, I'm getting off the topic. But this guy's chops are the goods. I guarantee you he has to do very, very little warm-up. Guaranteed. I guarantee you he does not come off gigs at night with big, swollen, puffy, bloody lips. He's barely working and barely taking a breath. Guys, now, once again, I said earlier, fool around with this. Fool around with this. Force yourself to use less air than you ever have. I guarantee you it won't throw you off. It won't throw you off. And after 5-10 minutes, it is starting to throw you off. Go back to your thing. Okay? But listen to the tone and power. That's what Manley's doing. His own version of it. All right? I'm not saying play in a whisper like a church mouse. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying cut back on the air. All right? Jim Manley says it too. It's 30 seconds. Check it out. Love you all. We'll talk again tomorrow.